So can you please share with us a little about yourself and your music background?
I'm a director of a music company. Actually, I don't own just a music school. I own a music company, and in the music company we have a few divisions. The music school is just one of them. We have an event company. We also do soundproofing works. At the same time, at the back, we run music courses for private organizations, like international school, corporate companies, etc., etc. We also do retail. We provide equipment. I'm 30 years old, pretty old now. I was an international school teacher, teaching music. I was also a music lecturer in Taylor's University. Yeah, here I am, currently the director of my own company.
What inspired you to start the business?
Success, survivability. I need to survive. Yeah, maybe it's this both.
What part of your job do you love the most?
Watching, of course, when I was a teacher, watching your students grow from being someone who can't barely play an instrument to be able to play, that's a very, very great experience that money cannot buy. But right now, is instead of teaching, because I don't teach anymore, is watching your staff grow. Yeah, you mentor your staff, and you teach and guide your staff to be leaders of their own right.
In your opinion, what is the toughest aspect to own a music center?
Wow, that's a lot. Toughest aspect. Well, there's a lot of things we don't learn in college, I would say. What you learn in college in classes is just a fraction of the real world outside. So when you go out and you start a music center, or you were to work, or you to gig, you experience a lot of things such as people problem, finance problem, accounting problem, GST problem, and the list goes on. Yeah, it's not an easy thing to do. These are things you don't learn much in college. It's something you need to experience.
So what is your main objective to running the music center and your company?
Stability, actually, just to make money enough to live a comfortable life. That is the humble side, but the dream is I do intend to become one of the biggest music school and the most different music school, revolutionary music school in Malaysia. I have big plans, and I intend to be one of the biggest peripatetic music company in Malaysia.
Do you further encourage your students to participate more in music?
Yes, I do. I think to participate in the music scene is a good experience, but I think it should be done as a side thing instead of a main thing, because I do believe that it is also very difficult to make a living if you were to just perform.
Okay, so normally, how do you promote your music center?
I'm a firm believer in staying up to date with technology. Of course, I do the basic promotion where we have like flyers and banners, but I focus a lot on the internet, social media, videography. These are the main types of marketing promotions that we do.
So do you have any advice for people who aspire to start a music center in the future?
Starting a business is never easy. A lot of people, they always think they want to start a business because they want to be their own boss. And they think life is actually very easy. But what a lot of people don't realize is that becoming a boss is actually more difficult than being an employee. Because an employee, if you were to work, you clock in, you finish your work at 5, you don't need to care anymore. But a boss, you are required to care even in your darkest times, in your most busiest times, you still have to care. You have to care whether you have enough money to pay, you have to care whether if your clients are paying you on time, you have to care about the government, you have to care about a lot of things. And this is very stressful. You will probably not even have a life. It's a sacrifice. If you read business articles, there are plenty of entrepreneurs, plenty of business owners who works give a lot of time. And my advice to all these people, to students, is that it's not that easy to start a business. It's a sacrifice. It's a choice. And if you were to choose to venture into this field, it's going to be a tough road ahead. Yeah? No businesses are easy. Whatever you read about articles of successful people, they always tell you the good things. Of course, people will tell you the good things. I can tell about the good things my company have done. You know, we have just reached $1 million ringgit in revenue, and that's a very big milestone for a company. And I can tell headline $1 million revenue, but people don't tell the suffering and the pain you go through to reach that stage. So life is not easy. It's a challenge.
Okay, so thank you for your time for joining our interview.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.